A frequently asked question that we get at Scott Farms is how do we make really good sweet potato chips? Felice, perhaps you could talk us through that.
Are you talking about proper chips or fries?
Proper chips. Proper chips, distinguishing between the two, is not a fry that you would get with a burger, but a chip the size that you would normally get with fish and chips.
That's right. Now with sweet potato, because there's so much sugar and fiber into the potato itself, it's very difficult to do a chip like you would normally do with normal potato. So there's a little process to go through. I'm going to guide you through. Would you please care to cut that up for me in the size that you like your chips, please, Dan?
I think this is not too difficult to do.
No, I'm sure.
I think if I can do it,
anybody should be
anybody
able to do it.
could do it.
That's looking good. Perfect. Now if you, I'm going to steal one of those. If you had to put one of these straight into the fryer, what will actually happen? It will burn. There's no way that it's going to cook in the fryer.
Okay.
It doesn't matter how low you actually keep the thing, because the sugar and the fiber in it will not allow that.
So it's just burning the outside and not doing
cooking
anything inside.
So what we need to do before we start is really to cook the potato, and then we can carry on and have the chips. So what we're going to do to begin with, we're going to boil them. Depends on the size that you cut them. It's going to take anything between 5 and 8, 9 minutes, depends how big they are. So we haven't got time to wait for that. So what we're going to do, we got the one that we cooked earlier.
Okay, so that's similar to a blanching process if you were cooking normal potato chips.
That's right.
Okay.
They are sort of cooked, the knife goes in. They're still slightly firm. This one has just been simply scooped out of the water into the tray, let them cool down at room temperature, then in the fridge. They've been in the fridge for about 5 or 6 hours. And as you can see, the fridge is slightly drying them out a little bit.
Yeah.
Next process.
They look delicious, just like that, but obviously not ready.
At the moment, it's just a boiled sweet
Boiled
potato,
sweet
unfortunately.
potato.
So the next things that we need to do really is to fry them. What we want to do is to make sure that they're totally cooked. So we're going to use, you need a fryer really, you can't really do it in a pan. The reason being you can't control the temperature on a pan.
Okay.
So fryer, about 140 to 150 centigrades, you drop them in and you fry them. It's going to take again another 10 to 12 minutes of frying time. Okay.
And this is a conventional KitchenAid fryer that
you
normal
can get them almost anywhere. Fish them out. They're going to be looking like that.
Very nice at the moment.
They're still a bit floppy. So what you're going to do, again, let them cool down at room temperature. Guess what? Back in the fridge for another 5 or 6 hours. The fridge is going to dry them out again a little bit.
Okay, and that has the effect of preparing them?
Basically, the more humidity you take out of it, the crispy the outside is going to be a little later on. Then
again, similar process to chips?
Yeah, to chips. Next thing we need to do is to fry them. About 180 centigrades, and we're just going to drop them in. Now, there isn't a set amount of time to cook them. Okay. In they go. You've got to keep an eye. The fry is very, very hot.
Okay.
At this stage.
How long would you say? You've obviously got to watch them, but
you really need to watch them. It can take anything between 30 seconds if you only got one chip in there to a couple of minutes if you got a lot of them in there. But the best way is really keep an eye on them. Okay. They color very, very fast. The next thing we need, because you are frying at very high temperature also, they're not going to absorb as much oil as you expect. Well, that's good. They're already cooked, so the only thing that we want really is to have the color to turn up and to have a nice crispy coating on the outside. Okay. They're looking really, look at them. They look pretty something like to me, yeah. Incredible. Good. They start to go crispy, okay, just another 10 seconds in there. Anything more than that, they're gonna go black and horrible and overcooked. Kitchen paper, really what we want to do is to absorb as much of that oil that we got on there. And look, they're nice and crispy. Yeah. Shall we make them sort of restaurant look-alike? What do you think? They look fantastic. So you know what? Let's make a little stack like we would in a restaurant. So what we're going to do is to pile them up. Some there. We got a few more there. And that's really the sort of thing that you would expect to find in
They
restaurants.
look fantastic. I just can't resist trying one.
Be careful because they're hot.
Oh, incredible. Felice, thank you.
Pleasure.